plays it! Wow! Best move played by the world champion. And now 8 minutes on the clock and 58 seconds, but he is in a commanding position right now.
Yeah, and the double stare to Arjun there by Gukesh clearly knows he is in command, but it's still tricky. Arjun extremely resourceful.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those players who would thrive in such a situation. Like, you're given a task. Your task is to make it difficult
Yeah.
for the opponent to win, and I think he's gonna do everything in his power to do that. So
You just know Arjun's going to play rook d8 and just offer you this trap of taking on e7. You just know Arjun. So hopefully Yokesh has seen that bishop e7, let's say rook d8, attacking the bishop e7 is just dead equal. 0.00. There's nothing for you. And honestly, Rakesh, I look at that a pawn hanging, I look at these pawns. If you go wrong, like black could win this.
Correct. And I think in the next couple of minutes, we're going to be seeing this. Arjun plays rook a d8, writes on the moment, quickly gets up from the chair.
So like, okay, I'm leaving you with this decision.
Yeah, another tough decision actually.
Very tough. And the stakes are very high, right? It's like final 5 minutes of football match. You're trailing. You know it's all going to be over in 5 minutes. Arjun about to play his move. And plays rook d8.
Oh, Gukesh plays immediately.
Oh,
wow.
Look at that. Rook d8 and Gukesh plays bishop c7 in a second.
God.
That is a great
That's
sign
amazing.
for his winning chances today.
Huge. And the point is, chat, you can't go rook d7 because Gukesh has a nice move like rook f8 check.
Yeah.
And queen d7 picks up
Everything.
piece, you think, but queen e2, it goes on side.
Yes, but bishop d6.
Bishop
no?
d6. Do not go queen d8 check because it may allow some perpetual. Arjun has played, by the way.
He plays rook c8. And now what does Gukesh do? Because now he's attacking the bishop. He has to move. Maybe he repeats once, gains some time. I don't know.
Yeah, just to get some quick time back.
I'm going to move the... Oh, he does repeat.
Yes,
Bishop d6.
he goes for that.
Okay, there's like 0% chance of a repetition, I'm going to guess. Here.
No way.
Kincho's laughing. She's like, okay, maybe 1%.
Please don't.
No chance, I think. He's getting time on the clock. That's
Yes.
very valuable, of course. 1 minute gained by Gukesh for no risk whatsoever. But now, where do you put the bishop?
Oh, okay.
Inaccuracy.
For a second, the bar went almost to equality. So that tells you maybe the plan is not so easy for Gukesh now, Rakesh. Because after knight f5, you know what the best move for white is? Any guesses? It's bishop f4 back.
Wait, make it make sense.
Yeah, explain it to us.
I'll do after the break, maybe.
When we'll have Sehaj on. Keep going. Yeah. So after rook h8, bishop d6. Look how many times in a row you've moved the bishop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you have to make the sixth bishop move in a row.
Wow.
That's very rarely, such a good idea, but it actually works here. And just until we wait, maybe just a very quick glance on the
Nihal
arenas,
Sarin's game,
all
actually,
of the games, because
because-
apparently there's some bigger changes.
Wow. So it seems like two results at least incoming today. I just want to
Let's go to
yeah, let's
Nihal's
go to
game.
Nihal's board because I think he's pondering in about something here, maybe not happy. Other knight c4 was played in that position. Bishop b3, rook e8, queen c2, e4, knight d4, knight e5, knight f1, knight hops into d3,
Ooh.
rook d1, and this is the current position, but actually f4 is this incoming, and this bishop has gotten kicked more than the FIFA Football World Cup ball. So I feel like this is just game over, yeah, close to over.
Yeah, and I think what he's thinking is Sahil, that h6 move by Noderberg and in the opening, and Nihal is thinking, I should have gotten rid of that bishop right back then. And now this is just one-way traffic, and it's just a matter of when and not how in this position.
Yeah. So would you agree? I think Nihal probably going down in this game.
I mean, there's not much that he can do here. I mean, the pawns are just gonna come down. Everything is looking amazing for Abdusattorov. I mean, all of the bishops are looking also fantastic, and White's pieces are just, well, they are not doing great.
So now, so Nodebek could get his first win of the event, jumping to the Firuzja game. Okay, it's equal, the bar says, but I see two rooks under attack. I see some weaknesses. I see some knight on g5.
Apparently, there was a
There's a
brilliant
piece
move.
less, no, for black.
Yeah, 95 played, by the way, still not saving it. So maybe a draw, but still a lot of venom left in the position, yeah?
It's going to be a long game, this one. So maybe we
Will
can catch
last
it.
for a while. Right now, objectively equal. Finally, Pranesh, I think this one is maybe going to be a draw, but wait, rook g6 check is incoming.
Yeah, that is possible.
Check.
Is there rook
Rook
g4?
G4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is no more than a draw because that bishop on d5 is worth like almost a queen.
Agreed.
Just protecting everything in the position.
Even if you didn't have the rook and the pawn, this would be a nightmare to convert. It will take a lot of time basically to convert. You will.
True.
So I think this one may be a draw. So one draw, maybe two draws, but two results very likely. Nihal, of course, struggling against Nodulbek, and now jumping to the Urkesh game.
He's under 4 minutes now.
Oh my god.
Guki has to play bishop f4.
Let's have the cameras for Urkesh versus Arjun. This is the crucial moment of this game. Arjun still completing his steps at, just like the flash. But can Gukesh come up with bishop f4 as the best move, or even bishop g7 as the second best? But he needs to play the bishop. All the pieces are perfectly placed. Somebody mentioned e4. That does look very tempting. But after d takes e4, queen takes e4, maybe the queen was better placed on g4, yeah? Now, if something goes wrong, black also has a few targets. There could be some queen a to queen d5 queen trades as well. So you're also opening up your king a bit by doing this.
And
Yeah,
Arjun bringing another water bottle to his table there, showing I'm ready for a long fight.
Well, all of the walking, you also need to rehydrate yourself. I mean, but I was kind of hoping that after looking at the other games, you would come back for some fresh moves, and it's not really the situation here. And now soon we will be under 3 minutes.
Wow, 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, this is going to be tough now. I think this is the crucial move, yeah? If he finds bishop f4 and knight g3, do you think that advantage is stable? Because it does seem like that, Rakesh. Because if I can somehow exchange that knight, forever your dark squares will be weak. So this is a crucial decision for the world champion. Come on. Rakesh, looking at the board, still
Oh,
no
I thought he
moves.
would move, but now we are under 3 minutes. Well under 3 minutes.
Tough situation. Arjun not even at the seat right now.
It's a very good way to stress your opponent out.
Yeah.
Also.
And of course, as we saw, there is potential for in Arjun's position. I mean, knight g3, for example, like this is what I would play and just lose the game in one move. So chess is tricky. You have to finish it off in style. 2 minutes now for Gukesh versus 29 minutes for Arjun. 10x the time, yeah?
10x the time.
So crazy, actually. And we are very close to reaching the under 2 minute mark.
He looked
And
at the...
it doesn't really look like he's gonna make a move.
Yeah, he's still not close. He looked at the camera, looked at the
Oh.
clock,
He's
about to play.
Okay. Getting ready.
Sahil, does he go for the bishop?
I think he does. I'm not sure where he puts it though.
No. Bishop G7. Bishop G7.
Bishop
Tincha
F4.
is playing your move.
Oh,
Ah,
he plays
there
a
we go.
move.
There we
Wow.
go.
Bishop G7 on the board. It shows as a blunder
What?
now. King E7 is the only move for black.
Well, we can see that it was my move.
Wait, is that really equal now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because King D6, right? We saw this. Bishop King D6.
Correct.
And the game is objectively even. So technically on paper, it might work, but it's a blunder.
Man, this is crazy.
You know, this is something Sahaj was talking about the other day, that now you might see the momentum shift and Goki might even lose this game, because, you know, the sense of danger drops completely when you have been winning for a while as King E7 play.
Wow. So Arjun Erigesi striking
Wow.
back and does not take any time to play that move. What would Gukesh do now? It looks so natural, Kinshu, to put that bishop on G7. But what now?
I guess Bishop F6. I mean, now we are also in a situation where it's not so easy to make moves.
I think he's going to play E4 here.
No, I think he'll play Bishop F6 check once.
Yes, I think so.
But King D6?
Yeah, King.
It's not a repetition
And then
technically.
E4, maybe?
I mean, there's a lot of tactics. For example, E4 right now, Knight G7, Queen C8, and Knight Ge6. This is the best. Oh no, he gives the check.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
King D6 only move, chat.
Arjun should not repeat, yeah? Arjun should not go back, because then Rook F8, King F8, and Queen H3. Gukesh is again winning.
Also, it's still not completely over, but Guki definitely in the driver's seat. He has to go King D6 to keep the balance.
You know, it's the typical Arjun move though. I remember I just mentioned he walked all the way to G4 in a
Yeah.
game with white to defend that position. So he can do this, but it's so tough to put the king there. There's so many checks available for white. Bishop P5, Queen F4. Will he be able to play King D6? Because if he goes back, white is back in the game.
I think he's gonna play King D6. I think Arjun likes these kind of positions again. Like, you know, not so safe, kind of like interesting, a lot of stuff to do. Your opponent is lower on the time. So I think it plays into his style well to play King D6.
The madman is back, says chat. And how, Sahil, if King D6 appears on the board?
Oh, King D6. I want to see that move in action, actually. I don't want to play any analysis. Let's see if he plays that move, King D6, yeah? Because it's going to be crazy. Right now, the king has... Well, King E6 is also a move, but now E4 is completely winning.
It's in the queen's line. Sahil.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think, you know, King D6 is so crazy that, you know, we might need some expert opinion on
By the
that.
way, imagine this Knight F4 check is also a draw, man. And to kind of take us through the final few moves of the game, we have Grandmaster Sahaj Gaur joining us. Sahaj, I think we really missed you in this game because the game was completely beyond our comprehension.
I see that a lot of surprises have just happened with this Bishop E5 and Bishop G7, and we are 100% agreeing on the fact that Gukesh is not taking a draw here, right?
Oh, of course.
100%.
No chance.
100%.
No chance.
It's that I was talking about you, the sense of danger drops.
Yeah, 100%. I
Completely.
think because now Gukesh is not thinking about losing. Also, he has 2 minutes. He has no time to think about it. Anyways, but if I play King E8, this Rook F8, no?
Yes, Rook F8, King F8, and Queen H3 is the try for
Oh
white.
wait, King E8?
Yeah, the game goes on, but now Knight G3 apparently.
Oh, that's tough.
Allowing Knight E3, King F3, and now white has some deadly
Knight
checks.
F5 back.
Knight F5 back. Now you can pick up the knight. Okay, we have a
Pawn-
move very soon, I think, right? Did he play?
Pawn takes and then
Pawn takes, Queen F5, and this is okay.
hard.
This is
Okay, it's but you have a couple of checks coming in from the queen. Queen A3 check looks kind of
King G2, no?
concerning because you're covering all the back
King
rank
G4
squares.
you have to play.
King G4 is an only move here,
I think
What
King
about
G2
King
might be
G2?
also decent, I think. Yeah, it's also decent.
and Rook C7.
C7. I was thinking G6, but apparently Queen E5 check is
Yeah,
very
I
strong.
don't think this is easy to evaluate as winning.
Agreed.
But
It's
at
not,
least you have a repetition like Queen E5,
Yeah.
Queen F5, Queen E5, Queen F5. and
agreed.
Queen
Not
F5.
easy at all, actually. So going back, this is the live position right now, but that's the point, right? King E8 is so tempting because it repeats the position and forces the responsibility on Gukesh again. Show me the win. But King D6, we saw this at tape segment, right? He walked the king to g4.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not so sure if this is a good decision this time around, Sahil. And also, let's not forget, after king d6, he cannot touch his knight because knight takes e3 check.
Yeah, that's been
That's
the theme.
a big problem in the position.
Yeah, it's a tough position for Arjun. He has that time on his side. That's
What
the
if he goes
advantage.
king d7?
King d7, I think, looks a bit shaky because it's pinned. So now
Oh, knight g3, there's no knight e3 check.
exactly.
That's
So
very
now I
nice.
just picked this up, and I think that should be easy. So king d7 lost, king e8 borderline lost, king e6 e4 lost. So king d6 is the only move, but okay, I mean it looks so tough.
Also, king e6, e4, d4, there's d5 check.
Oh wow, that's beautiful actually. Picking up the queen. Nice one. So let's see what he does. Crucial moment for Arjun, and I guess he and correctly Ukesh using Arjun's time. Yeah, he's trying
Okay.
to fill out details.
Also, Arjun has a lot of time here. 25 minutes is a lot of time, I think, to find king d6. I think he will probably find it, but also it will come at a concession of, with the time. I think he will have maybe 10 to 15 minutes left when he finds king d6. And in that time, Gukesh must try to, find
So
something
how to
for
play?
king d6.
Played!
Wow,
Wow!
that is incredible. I thought it would take way longer.
Wow, incredible find by Arjun,
Respect.
man. Putting the king in the center in the middle game when the attack is going on. And
Wait.
Gukesh, look at him. He's about to play bishop if I check, yeah?
Are we going to see a repetition? Bishop
No,
e5, bishop f6?
No chance. I think he's playing bishop e5, bishop f6 just to gain some time, and then he's gonna think.
Check played.
Yeah, king e7.
Okay, that's an only
Arjun will
move.
play that in like 5 seconds.
Yeah. The only reason he's taking more time is because he's 10x ahead, yeah? Otherwise, he would play it in 2 seconds, I think.
Or maybe played.
Because you can, bishop f6 check.
Okay.
I do not
Oh.
see this as a repetition just yet. King d6, and I think he's gonna take his time. King d6, and now he's gonna think
2
again.
times now.
Okay, but he has a move ready.
Wait. Yeah, see, I told you. Bishop g7.
But it's going to be a repetition, right? King e7 is... Wait, how many times have we had this position? So...
No, Chesscom will tell us if it's
So,
a draw.
so this was the
So it
position, right?
hasn't happened.
Once this has happened,
yeah.
right? Now... Acha, oh, the bishop
You
hasn't gone
see,
to g7.
he's on purpose moving the bishop around so he can get.
You see,
more time.
Arjun is looking at the
Yeah,
score
yeah,
sheet.
yeah, yeah. He's trying to figure out details. So, this is not a draw. But after king e7, bishop f6 is a draw.
So my
Correct.
question is, who should claim the draw here?
Arjun,
of course.
100%.
He's
But
lost.
he has 25 minutes.
No,
and
no, I think he should
also,
claim it. If he-
Gukesh is maybe a bit. He can be a bit over optimistic here, no?
But by the way,
Yeah,
look at this.
possible.
But we saw this, Rakesh. After king e7, bishop 6 is what we saw, right? And the second move was e4, knight takes g7, queen c8, and knight g e6. So this is the only other option he has.
I mean, I think you would assume you're winning here as white, but the knights are holding the position
Yeah.
quite well.
d5,
CD.
queen e2.
Oh, not cd5.
Okay, what would you play then?
ed5, cd5.
CD5 is apparently blunder, knight c3.
Wow. Okay. So it's easy to, when you see ed5 from a distance, you will only consider, I think, cd5 as a move.
Queen b7, knight
No
d7.
way. These are not
Queen
human moves.
b4 check.
They are not. human moves.
c5. I mean, this is crazy, and you will probably have some repetition, I'm guessing, but God knows, going back to the life position, that means there's a lot of story left in this movie, yeah? I think this game could last really long, depends on Gukesh's next move.
I'm also
Or
thinking-
really short, depending on Gukesh's experience.
Yeah.
But Rakesh bhai, look at how Gukesh is focused on the board. That doesn't look like someone who's going to repeat the position. You wouldn't be that focused if you're just going to repeat. If you've accepted the position as a draw.
Maybe it's like his last thought, right? So he's accepted the draw. I made a mistake somewhere. He's trying to look at all the other options because he does have a draw in hand now. So this is where I would use up all my time. Like if I have 3 minutes, I will use up 3 minutes and then I'll go there.
Somebody who doesn't have time is Nihal Sarin. Down to 30 seconds is the most bullet world champion.
This is over, I think.
Oh, isn't this just a piece?
Yeah, this is a piece. I think.
Bishop moves and just e2, yeah? Oh, wait. He is a piece up currently. So he would be getting the piece back essentially.
I think we can stick to the Ukesh game. This one is, I think, done.
Yeah.
Is my instinct.
Nodelberg is taking this one.
Nodelberg is
Yeah,
taking this
yeah,
one.
100%.
Both of the games are dead equal. So let's go to the Gukesh game because crucial moment. This could end in one move or this could end in 30 moves or 100 moves. We have no idea.
I think king e7 is basically forced.
Arjun about
By
to
the
play. Gukesh picks up the pen.
The guy who mentioned that move earlier, right, has said that e4 played by Gukesh. He's not
How?
repeated.
Is he in the tournament hall?
I don't know.
Who's that?
I
Cricket
think-
shots.
I would
E4
believe
played.
that.
E4 played. Let's go.
I would believe that actually because I think e4 looks like it's winning for Gukesh. I mean, optically, but it's not actually.
Wow, so that's a free piece temporary. Wow. The game goes on. No draw just yet. Both the players battling it out. Mukesh repeats the position once but does not repeat a third time. 3 minutes for the world champion. And I think that's the only move, right? If you take on e4, then suddenly, the king is opening up. I don't know why queen e4 check is not the best. First, you take on f8 and then you give this check, yeah?
Yeah. And after 8 moves with the bishop in a row, Gukesh finally plays a pawn.
And the bishop is gone. Knight g7, queen c8, takes the rook, knight g6, only move for Arjun.
Yeah, that's easy though.
So my question is now, is it possible that Arjun could win this?
Yes.
Because considering Gukesh has very little time on the clock, it's easy to go wrong here.
Agreed.
100%.
Possible. And Arjun, to his credit, is playing very quickly. Yeah, he's not giving Gukesh any respite here. So this is going to be tricky. Now, ED5 is the move we saw, where Black has to pick up the knight.
I think he must have calculated it.
So I know about ED5, Queen E2,
Yeah.
and pawn takes knight. Is it a draw with Queen G4 check?
Yeah, it does seem to be an instant draw,
Can
right?
I go knight e6? No, that's too risky. Yeah, because of queen b7 check.
That's like playing with fire.
Oh,
Sahil.
rook e8 check is winning on the spot, actually.
King d6?
Rook d8 check.
Oh, you pick up the queen.
Oh,
Let's show that.
that's beautiful. That's very beautiful.
Nice.
Easy to miss, actually.
Yeah, going
That's
back.
not-
Live position. Gukesh not being given a lot of time by Arjun to think during his clock is running. So now Gukesh has to use up his time. Less than 3 minutes on the clock, chat. Okay, predictions. Chat, let us know on the panel. Rakesh,
I
finals
think-
of the game.
I think draw.
I
Draw.
think Gukesh plays knight g3. Result, I don't know, but I think Gukesh plays knight g3. He's not going to make a draw here.
Wow.
Because ed5, queen e2, he will see a repetition and then he will discard that because he could have made a draw just
After
a few
knight
moves ago.
f4, you're supposed to play king g1,
Not king f3?
not king f3, king g1. So I agree with you. I don't think he takes the draw, but he could lose this if things go south.
Knights are very tricky pieces and it's queen and 2 knights.
Wow.
So,
What a match.
And no check possible on the king. Like literally not a single check possible right now.
Arjun sitting calm as a cucumber, by the way. No stress on his face. Let's see if Gukesh
I
can
love-
change that.
I love how he's like swiveling in his chair.
Yeah.
Even though it's a crunch
Casual,
moment.
yeah. No
such
issues.
a- yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like
just
chilling.
Ding chilling meme that we saw in the World Championship.
Somebody said Gukesh could lose on time. He could maybe make a mistake because of the time. That's maybe more likely.
Knight G3 played thanks to cricket shots, so we don't need to follow.
So we can just close the camera and the boards and just follow cricket shots there, I think. He knows everything. But Sehaj, you did mention that move. And now knight f4 check is a possibility after knight g3. So and queen d4 is an option after knight
But
g3.
b7 is hanging then.
Ooh, this is getting tricky.
But queen b7, knight d7 and you're out of checks,
yeah,
right?
Knight G3 on the board.
Wow.
Okay, this is not looking good for Gukesh now, I think. Queen takes d4, queen b7, knight d7 and you are out of checks.
And I must point out to Chad, Sehaj's prediction game is on point, as we know. So if he's saying this is not looking good for Gukesh, I can't disagree with that one. Oof.
I mean, queen takes d4. You don't have a single check. Queen d4, queen b7, knight d7. There is no check on the board. And black's, first of all, your rook on h8 is under attack. So you have to play like rook somewhere.
And if I take on d5,
h8 is gone.
wow, knight f4 check and I'm
H8,
struggling.
queen h8 is hanging. Sahil bhai.
Queen h8? Oh, okay. But okay, I'm okay. I'll pick this up instead. Yeah. I'll
I
take
mean,
the
but
draw.
why would Gukesh reject
that's
a
fair.
draw and
That's
then
fair.
give up an exchange?
So
right?
rook h4 then, yeah. I think you bring the rook back. Let's say check, knight d7 and rook h4. I save the rook and attack the pawn. And now if you take, then maybe I'm again happy. Let's say rook e4, knight e4, queen c6. This looks great. But still, this game is a 3-result position, yeah? Like anybody could lose this. I know black has 2 knights. Knight is the best defender of the king. But there are tricks you can see. Like you never know when the wrong check might come in.
No, knight. There is not a single check still. Knight f5, there's gf5, queen b4 check is not possible. As
So
long
what
as
do you play as black here?
I will play something like knight takes g5 maybe.
Knight takes
Give me a pawn.
queen c6. And you see like suddenly...
Knight
this-
e6 back. I mean, you also have 1 minute on the
Oh,
clock.
by the way, okay. We have
Look
a
at
move.
that. You have no moves now.
He's taken the pawn. So Arjun will tell us what is he gonna play. Gukesh also, by the way, 1 minute on the clock for him.
Yep, he has to move his rook now. This is maybe the moment where he starts to think, okay, maybe I should have taken the draw. Because queen takes b7. I think that's post. Knight b7. That's going to happen, right?
Yes. That's
And
kind
now
of
maybe I
forced.
go rook a8 perhaps.
Queen b7, knight
No,
d7.
queen b7, knight d7 and queen c8 back.
Let's see it back.
Because I'm trying to give you a check on e8, but that doesn't really lead to anything because I can
Yeah,
play king
knight
d6.
f4 check is rather scary because king f3 now 95 is made.
Oh,
So-
show that. King f4, queen f2, king e5, f6.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
F6.
Wow. This is just pretty. You sack everything, yeah? White has a rook, knight, and queen, but
Okay, Gukesh about to play.
oh, this could be possible, by the way.
Yeah,
you
it's
could
very
miss
much
this.
possible.
Queen
Queen
Very
b7.
much
b7, by the way. Queen b7
Queen
played.
takes b7. Has he played it?
Yeah, it will appear on camera soon. Gukesh was under a minute.
Did someone say it in the chat? Or
Cricket shots.
oh,
He was down to 33 seconds, by the way. Played Queen b7.
and now knight d7.
It's the blue arrow.
I
Arjun
love
is
the
playing so
speed.
fast.
I love the speed. Yeah.
I think you have to clearly admit that the reason why Arjun survived this is not Gukesh blundering, it's just the amazing time management by Arjun Erigasi. Like, look at the clock difference. Like, if Gukesh had an extra 20 minutes or Arjun had less time, like, he would have blundered way back in the same
Correct.
game. So, during the crucial moments, he had that time to fall back and then calculate all the possibilities, and he's not given Gukesh any respite in the game.
By the way, Rook h4 is the best move according to the engine.
Yeah, but after king d6, the engine says to take on d5 and give up the rook on h4, which I think is impossible.
Yeah, for a human. And wait, he's under 30 seconds now.
Okay, let's go live with Bushin. Gukesh update.
Wow.
On the board. What does Arjun do now is the question. Crucial moment in the game. King d6 is the best move here. Just not because all his pieces are packed perfectly placed. The knights, the queen everything is perfect. King
Yes.
d6.
Just unpin the knight so you can have some knight g5, knight e5, so many different types of ideas. I mean, the knight just needs to jump somewhere.
And keep in mind, Arjun could win this. That is a genuine possibility because Gukesh, as we pointed out, has been pushing for the entirety of the game. But it's equal now. He could lose a sense of danger as we discussed, and he could overpush as he sometimes does do indeed.
Exactly. A lot actually he does that. But after king d6, do I have e5 check?
Queen e5.
95?
No, rook. Your queen is hanging. I think you have to take with the queen, no?
Ah, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, queen
Queen
e5.
e5 and black is better.
Black
Wow.
is much better now.
Don't
because
ask me
thanks to
why
the-
though.
But knight f4 check, yeah, is very
Thanks to
deadly.
the connected pawns, and the king is completely safe in the center.
Wow. That's why I think white needs the c6 pawn, right? It does seem like if I win that pawn, your king will forever be weak. So that's why king d6 makes a lot of sense to completely defend that central pawn chain. And then Arjun just kind of gets some chances of his own.
Yeah, and by the way, 22 minutes for Arjun and 1 minute 4 seconds for Gukesh, which means he
Oh.
played the last move in 34 seconds.
Wow. And he was completely winning, yeah, before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think time pressure, I think, got to him, I think, to an extent, but still the game is quite complicated. But you know, in these moments, I think having that extra 20-minute cushion really helps because you can now play moves that maybe your opponent has not expected, and that could create blunders. Like, for example, king
Absolutely.
d6 is expected here. You could do something else. For example, knight d8. Maybe Gukesh hasn't looked at knight d8 in this position, and then he has to find a decision in those 1 minute and 4 seconds, and that's how you make a mistake.
Agreed. That's great practical advice. Let's see what Arjun does. Look at his body language. He's sitting up straight. I think he senses that now I am back in the game. He has plans of his own, and we saw that king f3, knight e5, right? So there is potential for Gukesh to overpush and just lose the game. And if he does lose, he will guaranteed be at the bottom of the table, Rakesh. So
Yeah.
it's all or nothing right now for the world champion.
Yeah, very interesting game. All three results possible. And Sahil, can we have a quick 10-second look at Pranesh versus Hans Niemann? Because just want to show Sahaj bhai that what you wanted has finally happened.
Wow. Okay, but this is impossible to win. But wait a second. Who is playing for a win here?
Nobody. I think
No,
it's
someone is. I think maybe Hans could play, no?
yeah, maybe
B5, B4. I mean, if
Yeah.
that pawn can reach B3, I think this would be a big problem because white doesn't really have any checks.
agreed.
Um,
Agreed. Rook g5, rook
But
g4.
the queen sacrifice. Let's go.
Crazy. And also, let's go round up. So this is equal right now, but pushing. This is also equal.
What?
Extremely complicated game. Knight f7 is incoming, so it shows it's equal. But anybody could win this game.
And
Sahaj.
that bishop is hitting both of the rooks.
For a long time, by the way. No,
Wow.
nobody's
Yeah.
saving it. So
And we have Ali Reza's camera as well. while we are
So
discussing the game.
5 minutes for Dimitri and 3 minutes for Firuza. So it does seem like a blunder could end this game at any moment. And I also want to quickly go to the Nihal game. Sorry, switching cameras very quickly right now, but we have no time. Nihal is completely busted. Look at this, complex of the bishop, knight, and queen cutting across Nihal Sereen's king. I think this is basically game over.
And also Queen C6. Queen H1 is a mate, no?
Oh wow.
You have to go knight G3, but that's completely GG's.
Yeah, this is GG.
So Nihal is losing, going back to the World Champions game. Crucial moment, Rook H4 played. Arjun I think is thinking 20 minutes on the clock. What will he play now? Will he find the best move? King to D6 here is the question.
I think King D6 is maybe one of the only moves in the position, because if you don't play King D6, your pawn on C6 is hanging.
Yeah.
So Knight F4 check is not possible. Knight D8 is okay. Let's say move number 2.
Yeah. At least that saves this pawn. That's a fair point. And if
But
you
I don't like Knight D8 because then I don't have Knight F4 check anymore. But also
Agreed.
playing King D6 over the board is not an easy decision because your king is in the center of the board and queens are still present on the board. Those two things are not. Plus pawn takes D5, Queen C6 looks dangerous.
the pleasant part is, the king has already warmed the D6 square once. It's already been there. So it's like a return journey for him. That might make it easier. Also, the extra time helps. Rakesh, Sahaj, I think we have kind of made a few predictions here. I'm going to ask you again, the result for this game, your predictions.
I think all three results are possible, so very difficult to predict.
I'm gonna say I think Gukesh can lose this. I'm gonna say
Wow.
Arjun has a good chance
Arjun
now.
about
Because
to
a minute on the
play.
clock, come on.
Today it's
about
going to
to
be
play.
a queen move.
No, I'm not sure. I think he's about to move the king.
Yeah, King D6. I think
hand
is
on
What?
stretch.
Queen
Queen A4. You see, this is I think 1 billion IQ because Queen A4 is something that no one has looked at. And now Gukesh has to think in those 1 minute and 4 seconds, what is the difference between the queen on D4 and the queen on A4? And this is where you make mistakes.
And you know what the best move is? It's playing queen b3, trading queens. Not in a million years will Rukesh play queen b3 here. That means huge pressure on the world champion. 40 seconds on the clock. Is there any other move that comes to mind? Because otherwise, the black would be just better, yeah?
Also, that rook is pinned as well, so you can't take on D5 either.
Oh.
Just 30 seconds now for the world champion. He's got to move ahead.
He did not look at Queen F4 for sure, I think, in this move. So a mistake could happen. Maybe Rook H7 is possible.
Okay.
Queen B2.
Queen b2. Oh, that's not the best move. And now it's completely even. In
Wait,
fact,
knight takes pawn.
No, I think Arjun is better now. Knight G5.
he has to find queen b3 or he's worse even.
Wow.
He will not play queen b3. We know Mukesh, he will not play this.
Now, or maybe, what if Arjun doesn't take on G5? Because if I want to complicate matters now, I can play D4.
There is knight f5 check.
No
Oh, he's
ways.
not playing this.
No ways.
I think you are right, Saj.
Takes Knight G5?
Arjun could be taking over. Queen d2. Okay, this
Okay,
is
come on
very
now.
weird.
I have
Impossible.
2 knights.
Arjun about to play.
Evaluating
The best
this
was
as
knight
better.
f3 apparently. Okay, let's go back. This is engine stuff. Not going to happen in a million years.
F6, F4. Oh, Rook D4 is also hanging. No, that's fine.
I think he takes the pawn, Saj. He takes the
I
pawn.
think Arjun will play D4. Because he's trying to play moves that Gukesh has not thought about, I think.
Oh,
Knight
okay,
G5
but-
is too obvious, I think. Here.
Okay, but if you don't find knight f5, I have just a protected pass pawn. This is just extremely dangerous.
Also, D4 stops white from playing pawn takes pawn and pawn takes knight, which simplifies the position, which is
Agreed.
easier to play in time pressure.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. And
Did he
what if
play
not?
D4?
No. What if knight f5? What's the other alternative here? I don't see an alternative for white.
Actually, knight if I check, I can also maybe go king d8 also. No, you're not threatening anything.
That's a
I'm
good-
okay with getting
Yeah.
a worse position as long as you are, well, playing 1 second. I'm okay with having
Okay.
a +1.
I'm going to change my question. Forget about the result of the game. Practically, which side is easier to play, white or black?
The side that has 17 minutes.
I think that sums it
Very
up. Yeah,
simple.
Lokesh, I think, has missed out on an opportunity again, potentially. It's not over, it's completely even, by the way. But practically now, Arjun in the driver's seat, actually. And he could join Firuza on the leaderboard if he wins.
You know, just to
Yeah.
add on to the point, if Gukesh had 17 minutes and Arjun was playing 1 second, same position, I would choose white here. Because it's both of them have complicated moves and it just comes down to the time.
And the knights are the best defenders of the king. Both the people using their knights are defensive resources. But the problem is the onus is on white to attack, right? Black has these passed pawns which could end the game long term. So what will white do? No checks available. Every square is covered. And I love your assessment that queen a4 check, queen a4 move was not something Gukesh would have seen. So Arjun finding out the resources, which are tricky to kind of for Gukesh to preempt.
Exactly. Nicely summarized there. So D4 is what I'm expecting, but maybe Gukesh has looked at this. Can I play D4 and Queen B3? Is that possible?
D4, Queen B.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
Queen
mistake, yeah?
A5.
Oh, and now G5 hangs. No check still.
Wow.
And if E5?
E5, Queen
I was
E5.
trying to play knight E4, but I think you have knight F4 check there. Oh no, this is bad.
Wow. So
This is very bad.
Arjun could just win this, yeah?
Completely
I
changed
think
the matter
very good
because
chance Arjun can win this.
Firouzja was winning at some point, and that would have meant the tournament is over. But suddenly, and then Arjun was lost then. But he doesn't convert, and Arjun, if he converts this, Arjun can overtake Firouzja in the standings, Sahaj.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that's a great point. That's a very good point because 2 wins, yeah? 2 wins for both of them.
Yeah.
What does the world champion do? He has to constantly stare at his clock, which has 50 seconds. That's going to make him nervy. More likely to make a mistake. Look at Arjun realizing.
Making me nervy, like
Yeah.
having.
Chat, are you nervous? Yes or no? Let us know. Because I feel like the tension in the hall is, palpable. You can feel it right now. Imagine being in the playing hall right now as a fan.
Oh, the chair is no longer swiveling, So that's
Yeah.
how you know
Yeah.
Arjun is now completely logged in. I think he's looking at D4, knight G5, where any move that seems weird but is not completely, let's say, worse. That's what he's looking for. Something that Gukesh has not seen and is not completely losing, basically. So let's say Queen C4. What happens then?
Queen C4, there is Queen A3 check.
Okay, C5
C5 and Queen A7.
and now D4. This is so
Yeah,
hard.
you can play this. You can play this.
Queen C4 is one. You see, Queen C4 you didn't think about. I think nobody thought. Like
Yeah.
it's just a waiting move, but it creates so many chances for Arjun
Wow.
and no extra time. This is where he would. I mean, at least Gukesh is hoping that there would be some extra time in the position.
Wow,
But
I think this game is extremely interesting. And
D4.
move played D4 on the board by Arjun.
Wow. He's going for the win, Sahaj.
yeah, 100%. He's been going for the win. I think ever since he didn't accept the repetition, I think Arjun thinks he's much better, and he's right. He should be.
And now the best move for Gukesh is actually this. Oh, we have a result, by the way. Nihal Sareen has resigned against Noderbek. So Noderbek, gaining that important win at the right time, maintaining his chances to win this event, Rakesh.
Yeah, and tough loss for Nihal, and probably a pairing we might see at the Olympiad as well in India versus Uzbekistan.
Absolutely, and this is Nodirbek's first win of the entire
Gukesh, 15
event.
seconds. You have to jump back. 15 seconds, 13 seconds. Gukesh, the world champion. 10 seconds.
F4.
Golden pawn has been touched.
Touched.
This is bad. C5 now.
This is all or nothing. Yeah,
But
this
you
is.
can't even play F5. I can play knight G5. What's your idea?
Okay, C5, F5. What will you play?
Knight G5?
That's a blunder. Queen
Why?
D2. Gukesh is winning.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, so let's go back at the move. Remember, I have 15 minutes to think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
So,
of course.
Yeah, that's
So-
the trick.
so
Like
you have
F4?
F5, G5, knight F5 check is what you're threatening.
Yes. And that could be scary actually if it happens.
No, I have King D8, Rook H8, and King C7. No more checks anymore. So there are no checks in the position. Let's play something like Queen C4.
And if you have a move.
D3 by Arjun.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
he
another
just
nice.
pushes
Queen C2 check is his plan.
Ooh.
And F5 knight D4. This is again like such a smart
Insane.
move by Arjun.
And to point out, ironically, it's move 41. The time,
Yeah.
the move where Gukesh would have gotten the extra half an hour.
Oh, I'm happy there's no extra time. I love it. I want to see like sharp action, both the players not getting a respite. It is really testing you as a chess player, your skills.
10 seconds for Gukesh.
8,
7,
6, lift off.
5,
4,
play.
3, place Queen D2
With 3
Not the
seconds.
best
Still
move.
fine. But knight C5, and now again Gukesh doesn't have a move.
Wait,
Maybe
what
you
was
have
it?
F5.
Queen C2, I think that's a blunder, right? Because
No,
takes knight E2.
Everything is anything. Knight D4. You're
that's
completely
equal,
fine. You
wow.
cannot. But okay, you can still play, no? As
Yeah,
black.
yeah. But okay, the game goes on. But I'm not sure if Arjun trades the queens because I feel like Gukesh will not lose that in game edge.
Yeah, you don't want to trade queens to make it simpler for
But knight
Gukesh.
D4, knight C5, you can win the E4. E4 point. It's
But
still
Gukesh
very
also
hard.
have simple play. No, like I feel like if Arjun wants to win,
I don't think there is such a thing called simple play here.
I think Arjun
So,
plays
when there are
knight
two
C5.
knights
I
on
agree.
the board, there is no
Yeah,
such
but
thing.
queens are off now, so
I
the
agree. I think he will not trade queens.
danger
Fair,
of
fair,
losing is gone.
Maybe he
yeah.
plays knight c5 first and then he goes for queen c2. Something
Correct,
like
correct.
That.
And-
At the right moment.
That also will tell us his mindset, right? If queen c2,
Knight-
Arjun wants to play it safe.
Knight
Knight
c5
c5 is played.
Yeah, knight d
You
c5.
said Arjun wants to play it safe.
If queen c2
That's
happens.
no chance.
Wow, he's going for the kill, and now knight defending the pawn.
30 seconds.
E4 is also hanging.
And if f5 now?
You have to go f5.
Knight d4 or f5 gf5.
Oof.
Oh, gf5 because you can't go ef5 now. gf5 knight f5 just king moves to d7.
And now e5 is the okay.
No
I mean,
ways.
what?
Queen c2? Ah, but rook c4 is there.
10 seconds
Takes,
again
takes,
for
takes.
Gukesh.
Okay, let's go back live position.
Got to go f5, bro.
He has to
5
strike right.
seconds,
Place
5.
it. Wow. What a high class game so far.
gf5, knight f5, king d7, e5 is the move, right? Is that an only move?
I think we'll figure it out very soon, Sahaj.
And if knight d4 is another move, okay? And queen c2. Wait, what happens with queen c2?
Queen f2.
Right now, queen f2.
Not. You mean right now?
Right now, queen c2, yeah.
Right now, queen c2. Yeah, queen c2 take and play knight 2. Simple.
But then knight d4, I'm one tempo extra.
Yeah, possibly.
Knight g5 also hangs.
Knight d4, knight c1,
Ah, maybe
gf5, ef5, knight f5, rook f4, and of course this game is.
Not rook c4, yeah, because knight d3 check. So there are traps here
yeah.
and there.
Wow. So going back to the live position, will Arjun trade queens? I think he might have to at some point
I don't think he does.
because
He wants to maintain the tension.
yeah, he will delay it as much as possible. But you know, the king is also opening up. The black king is now opening up. Yeah, the rook is coming, joining the game. So if you wait too long, that could be dangerous as well. But let's see. Right now, the game is dead even. 0.00. Very simple to understand why. Yeah.
43 moves done. Top level chess. We are getting to see here at the Convox 10 AGM
Wow.
event.
And
Arjun.
again, 13 minutes. Lot of time here for Arjun to complicate matters. Knight d4 is one, gf5 is another, queen c2 is another, and Gukesh has to calculate all of it while having 34 seconds on the clock.
By the way, Pranesh Hans not switching games, but I think it's going to be dead even Stevens. That pass pawn has fallen. So that will
Arjun
be a draw as well.
Chops off as well. GF5.
So we have one
Incoming.
result so far.
And one will be a draw, very likely. So next, Endrake and Future is of course a mystery right now, but this one also a mystery.
GF5. How does Gukesh recapture?
Knight takes, yeah?
I think that's forced.
The rook is hanging, no? Otherwise,
Takes queen h4, fe6. I mean, it's possible to play like that, but I think it would be bad. Oh, actually, it's a nice tactic. Yeah, gf5, ef5, queen h4, fe6. Now you're planning knight f5 check, but black has queen takes g3.
oh wow,
Oh,
wow.
beautiful.
So it's like white was trying to fork, but now it's a Uno reverse.
Wow, amazing. Going back to the live position quickly. Arjun has 12 minutes. So far, he's had the luxury of that extra time. But that's slowly fading away. Will he trade queens to simplify the
No.
game?
Not yet. I think queen c2, knight c2, knight e2 we saw, but and also a very important point, knight f4 check is not there. So if after queen c2 takes, and if you go knight e2, knight f4 check is not there. That's very important
Very
because the rook is on
important, actually.
h4.
Knight g5, let's say you could play
This I think
Takes,
is also
takes.
possible. Yeah.
king f2, knight e4, king e3, and I don't know which side you prefer in this endgame, but maybe very likely a draw, yeah?
The side with 11 minutes. I think.
This one I think Mukesh will hold because he'll get a lot of time very quickly, right? So
Yeah, because of the trades. maybe
yeah,
you're
so
right,
he
you're
should
right.
be okay here, but
know,
he's not okay right now.
Would love to remind everyone joining in that Gukesh declined the repetition twice in
Yeah.
this game, and rightfully so. He was winning then, but now he would actually take the draw if possible.
Yep. Arjun still 11 minutes on the clock now. What will he do?
Look at that, Gukesh having a peek at the score sheet. What could have I done better? But he has only 34 seconds.
Yeah, this is not the time to look at the past moves. He has to focus on what's in front of him right now. The Black King
GFI incoming, maybe taken.
taken. Wow. Arjun playing the best move again.
Now knight takes f5 we looked at, and ef5 queen h4 is the tactic we looked at. But knight f5 is I think very,
Okay,
very
what is
simple.
Mukesh thinking? He has to take quickly, yeah? Save that time.
20
Take
seconds.
the knight. There's no other move.
15 seconds. He takes
Takes.
it.
Knight f5.
Now king d7. Okay,
Played.
this is bad. Rook h7 maybe? Oh, rook h7 is queen e4. Wow.
Best move is king f3, by the way.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough to find.
I think the idea of king f3 is to play queen h2 and to attack the d6 square.
Oh, that is so pretty actually. If that is the idea, I'm so impressed if Gukesh finds it. That's so pretty actually. And that's deadly. You could miss it, yeah?
Easy.
The queen d6 check looks like a very dangerous threat.
20 seconds for Gukesh.
King
Oh,
f3.
this is where I think mistakes can happen. Maybe e5 is also possible. Yeah, we looked at this earlier.
Yeah.
I think e5.
Whatever he does, he has to find a good move in 10 seconds. 8.
93.
That's a blunder from the world champion. 93 is a big mistake. And now Arjun is objectively better. A -1 evaluation according to the eval bar. And knight takes g5. A free pawn for Arjun. And
But again-
Arjun is better.
He can think again. Like he again has 11 minutes to complicate matters. He doesn't have to take on. I'm sure there are other moves in this position which also, have an advantage. For example, like if I go queen d4. You have so many options here as black.
Queen d4, knight f5 at least.
Oh, it's a repetition. Yeah.
It's a repetition. By the way, Arjun, if he wins, he could be the tournament leader. So we've been talking about the comeback of Gukesh, gaining his confidence back. This could be a historic first win for Arjun in a major super tournament as well. So let's not forget about that storyline. Let's see if he grabs that pawn.
He's about to play.
He
Knight
takes
Wow.
it.
G5.
He takes it. Brutal chess by Arjun Legacy. Now Gukesh finds the best
That's
move.
another mistake.
No, that's a decent move actually. That's a decent move. I think the engine is kind of changing his recommendation. That's not a bad one. But now black must play knight c takes e4, not with the g knight because f7 is hanging. If you take with this knight, then look at that, game over.
Yeah, that's
So
the
knight-
ladder checkmate.
So knight c takes e4. White goes queen f5 check, and then you move the king where? To c7.
King c7, queen
Check again.
e5 check, king b7.
Check again.
And
Queen
it's
e7.
It's already lost, Sahaj. It's already lost. King a6.
Oh.
You know what Arjun Gukesh has to do? After knight c4, he has to find queen b2
That's
and go from this side. That's impossible.
Also,
Because
just-
B7 square.
Exactly.
not
And if king
protected
c7, there is rook h8. And somehow white could have winning chances. Queen b2 is the move he needs to find.
But you
Queen-
know what's the weird part here? That Gukesh has just 2 pawns in the position and he's about to, have just 1 pawn. That's
Yeah.
it.
Wow. And that is attacked already. By the way, knight c4, look at this. This is crazy. You played directly queen b2. That's not a good move. You first have to come to f2, knight e4, and then queen b2.
But then knight c. Okay. Then
That knight is
Here-
pinned, so can't move.
pinned.
And if
can't
knight
go
c-
back.
pinned.
Oh, right. This is hanging. I forgot
Yeah,
about
knight
this.
is
Wow.
pinned. Arjun about to play.
Arjun could also make a mistake. This is not
Take
over.
a
Takes
no.
it. Wow.
Arjun does not make mistakes.
Queen b2.
Wow.
Will Gukesh find queen b2? This is a tricky move. Queen f5 check is a mistake here.
It's a very logical.
But it
move.
looks so human to play queen f5.
Yeah, you have a bunch of checks, but every move helps the black king reach a6.
But the thing is, with each check you're giving, you're gaining 30 seconds, and that's why you would play queen f5 because you're thinking, okay, let me give a check, let me gain some time, and then I can think.
If Gukesh plays queen b2, I think he wins. If he plays queen f5, he loses, I think.
He
No,
wins. You think
He wins.
Gukesh will win? You
Yeah,
think?
I feel that's my instinct. I could be
No
wrong.
chance.
But queen b2 could be deadly to handle because Arjun might have missed that move. Sahaj.
But yeah, he has 10 minutes. To,
I know, but
to,
I still feel he will have some
Get
chances.
himself together.
20 seconds for Arjun, for Gukesh. Queen b2 practically only move. He's about to play it.
He finds queen b2. He found,
Wow.
and now king e6, the only move for black to maintain his advantage. That's not easy at all.
Insane chess. Wow.
Wow. this
Let's
is-
go to have a quick look at Ali Reza, the tournament leader.
Okay, that's a draw. I think we should not spend too much
Yeah.
time. Let's jump back. That's a draw. So Aliza gains half a point there. Let's go to the Gukesh game. What a clash this game has been. Rakesh and Sahaj. I mean, it's been a treat to watch from the start till the end. Move number 5 or 6. G4 was played
Yeah.
and we've not looked back.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ali Reza's draw. That means if Arjun wins, he catches up with Ali Reza.
Wow, it's the power of winning Chennai GM versus the power of, look at Gukesh. He's
Look
not
at
happy.
Gukesh.
He's not happy with what he has
not
been doing.
happy
It's a
at
great
all.
move.
So if I play king e6 here, isn't there rook h6 check, then f6? And
Rook
that's just
h6.
lost
F6
again.
is winning for black,
I'm
actually.
sorry, but this looks so lost still for white.
Rook f4 is the move, apparently. But don't
And
ask
if
me
I
why.
go f6 anyways, like what's the point?
Oh, you know what the move is? A3.
Okay.
And
Bye-bye.
if I go
Okay.
a6?
Okay, king e6 if he finds, I think Arjun is doing pretty well, actually. You're right.
No, you said Gukesh will win this.
I'm hoping that he
Still.
plays king. No, I'm hoping for drama. That's what I'm hoping for. The result is out of our hands.
He's on the side of content.
Yes.
Of course.
I want to see like back and forth, like one mistake, the other mistake. Let's see if that happens.
Arjun about to play again.
Oh, he's going for the king.
King?
He's going for the king.
King.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a
Look
move,
at the
man.
reaction
Just
from
tell,
the
by the way, he's like doing this. Yeah.
yeah,
the king.
and the reaction from the T Nagar Chess Academy boys we saw at the back, it just shows that how insane of a move this was. And Sahil Rook F4, blue arrow.
Blue arrow means he has to find it, and the move is not obvious why it's so good. I think knight e3 now stops the queen trade, so Gukesh will have some chances of Arjun going wrong once Arjun hits time pressure. But right now, Gukesh is in time pressure, 16 seconds.
Yeah, he's got to find Rook F4, a tough move. 'Cause he wa-
Impossible.
By the way, looks like has Alireza finished his game?
Yeah,
It's a draw, it's a draw.
Oh wow.
Played!
Wow, this is a high-class game. Sahaj, Rakesh, what we are witnessing is intense and it's so much fun to watch. Now the knights cannot move. If you move this knight, this could be game over with some check on f6.
By the way, if f6 now, then queen takes f6. Just putting it out there.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's such a trap. Queen f6 possible.
That's why the rook is on f4 and not on h6.
Insane.
Okay, anything is possible. Anything is possible. What a match this has been so far.
Look
at
at two
both-
gladiators. That's what it
They
feels
are
like.
pumped up right now. Look at the posture for both the players. They know
Wow.
what they've been doing is crazy. And once they go back and analyze, one of them might be so disappointed. It's so hard to handle this loss. Let's see what happens. 38 seconds for Ukesh, and now only 8 minutes for Arjun as well.
And you know now if you don't act as black, I have an insane idea, Sahaj. Queen swinging all the way inside your territory, Queen H8 is
Oh,
coming.
But queen a2 check, no?
Just King. Oh, can I go?
Check. At least I will have a
Yeah,
repetition.
you'll have
I
a
think, in that
repetition,
position. But
right?
I get your idea though. You want to go queen e8 check, right?
Yeah.
That looks quite nice. And
What a
queen
match.
h6 check is also, I think, another move.
And by the way,
But if-
remember that 12th move, knight G1 retreating move was when Gukesh got the advantage, and knight E3 a few moves ago was where he lost the advantage.
Wow.
So
Wow.
2 knight retreats are going to be the story of today.
The knight, take it and the knight, give it away. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, Chad is saying, it's entertaining than football, more so than the yesterday's final. for sure.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yes, for sure.
There's no competition, I feel.
At least there's shots from both sides.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
actually.
And this is a completely messy affair.
Yeah, why is there no extra time 40 moves? I love it. In fact, if they got like 30 minutes now, they would start thinking for 30 minutes. I love that there's no time.
Yeah, shout out to the organizers for
Beautiful
this
format. Okay, now 7 minutes for Arjun. So maybe Arjun has like one more thing left and the time is going to get very even Stevens
Yeah.
in just a couple of moves.
Saj, what about something like pawn to c5, bringing one more or making it even
That
crazier?
would be so annoying to deal with because you have no threat. If I play queen f6 check now, anyways,
I can take.
knight f6 and rook f4.
And knight G e4 is winning, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
And rook a7?
Rook a7, but these 2 pawns, knight d5 now.
Oh, you can mess this.
Okay,
Wait,
but this
rook
is
a6
tough.
check?
This is tough for both the
Rook
players,
a6
yeah?
check?
I'm guessing king e5 now. And king comes to d4. Very comfortable, actually. This pawn is just too strong. So going back, I think anything can happen Monday. Come on. Arjun, 6 minutes now.
Take your time, Arjun. A5 also looks kind of interesting to me. Just to throw a move. Because white doesn't really have a threat, right?
Agreed. And
What
you
threat
have
do you have in this?
Queen
Oh, but-
f6.
But c5 is nice because you also have queen d4 as a threat.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yes.
good move.
Potentially.
True, but I think that will also simplify the matters because the pawns will be doubled. So
But that's fine because you have f5, king
I
e5.
just thought Saj c5 idea is c4,
Yes,
so
yes,
that
yes.
f6 is possible and the queen is no longer pinned.
if Arjun wants a
also
2-result position, he could do that. But I think he will also risk not winning that game. So let's see. Less than
Also-
6 minutes now.
Also c5, queen c6. And then
Oh,
you have a
yes.
discover attack on the king.
Wow.
So many ways that Arjun can play this. As long as he has figured out
But
that
queen
f6 check
c6,
is a
queen
draw.
b3 as well. There's an option, yeah?
As long as Arjun has figured out that queen f6 check is a loss. Like he's able to convert it in that endgame.
Yeah, that's what maybe he's calculating.
5 minutes now for Arjun. 38. Look at Gukesh using every second. from Arjun's clock carefully. Okay, about to play a move.
Let's go.
Crucial one.
C5 incoming.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's playing C5.
Yes, he is.
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh,
Played.
oh, and look at this A3 best move played by Mukesh in a second. That's the
Wow.
best move.
Unbelievable.
These guys are not
Two
giving up.
gladiators, literally.
And
Not
we
making
discussed
a single mistake.
Queen
C6,
C6, then Queen B3 check.
C4.
C4 and you trade the queens, yeah? And this would be like an endgame
Wait,
now.
Queen B3 check, King E7?
King
Then Knight
E7.
F5 check is there.
Queen D3 now, actually.
Oh.
No good discovered
Knight
check.
D6 check.
I have like 1,000 checks, but none
But
of
there's a
them
reverse check with Knight D5 check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To your check.
Right,
Wow,
right.
going back. Okay, this game is very tricky. 5 minutes for Arjun, 1 minute for Mukesh.
Wait. No. Can we just go back to that moment? 1 second. Queen
Okay.
C6. After Queen D3, don't I have Knight F6 check? Where is
King
the-
H2.
I was thinking G3 I have Knight H5, F2 I have Knight H3, G1 I have Knight H3, but I've missed you have Queen H2.
Yeah, I saw
Queen
all of that actually.
C7. actually. But
No
Queen
way.
C7. Queen C7. How?
Queen F5, white is winning.
But Knight. Oh.
Why? There's some
such a
Knight D5 incoming as well.
complicated position actually.
Yeah, you could lose this. And I love the format. No extra time incoming, Rakesh. That is amazing. Let's see what happens now. 4 minutes for Arjun now.
I think Queen C6, Queen D7 is also an option edge. With the idea of D2, D1.
Yeah, but Queen D7 feels like your king is getting boxed out.
Right,
like Queen
right.
F6.
I like-
If I play Queen E5 check, that's a mate.
Oh, yes.
So like Queen D7, Rook F5, for example, with the idea of Queen E5 mate. Yeah, that's a bit risky.
But I love Queen C6. Trying to be sneaky with that discovered check as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
same.
But Arjun also has been playing moves, right? Which are, let's say, something Mukesh can't predict. So will he stick to that strategy is also a question.
What about Queen D4? Can I play that?
Queen D4, I think, might be like a...
Queen B3.
Oh, Queen B3 check. C4 and Knight C4 now.
Okay, this is
Now white is better.
okay, but not really, yeah.
I mean, like, at least Mukesh, I mean, the bar went up the middle
Yeah,
line, yeah?
but,
Mukesh will take it any day.
C4 takes Queen. Oh. Never mind. Let's see.
3
let's see what he
minutes
goes
now for Arjun. This is his last long think. He needs to find the right idea. The best move is actually Queen D7, but it's not the human move here. Queen C6 looks much more natural, threatening a discovered check.
Queen C6 or Queen D7. Yeah, two moves.
Chat like the stream. Let's get more people in. What a match this has been between the world champion and the Indian number 1. Of course, Firuzja has drawn his game. So if Arjun wins, he joins him in the lead with 2 rounds to go. If Mukesh wins, then of course that's an important win for the world champion and his confidence as well.
Question: after Queen C6, Queen A2 check.
Queen A2 check. I think with the king now moves because there's no
Oh,
counter
like
check.
every bad move you make, the bar just takes such a big
Yeah.
jump. Yeah, Queen and now Knight D5 check. I was thinking, but maybe it's just King D6.
And Chad is
So
asking, what's
tough.
the best move in the position? It's in fact Queen D7 that the engine is shouting for Arjun to
And
play.
if Rook F5?
Can I go?
Queen C7, threatening Queen G3.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Oh,
And the best move now is actually not Rook F5, but Queen H8. Your move, Rakesh.
insane.
Threatening basically nothing.
And now,
Basically,
Rook
you're
F5
threatening nothing.
now.
Rook F5, Queen
Rook
D5
F5
now.
now.
But I have F6, no?
Here F6.
No. I mean, after Rook F. I mean, I'm just saying that there
But
is
then
no
Queen
threat.
G8 check. And you have check from the back rank. There could be
Knight
something.
F7.
Like, it's too complicated, man. It's too complicated.
So tough, actually, I think.
By the way,
Relative
Arjun
is
has
hard, I
just
think.
2 minutes left now. They're getting they're going to get equal amount of time now very soon.
Yeah, just a minute's difference now.
Yeah.
Actually, this is Arjun's last long thing. The advantage on the clock ends after this move for Arjun, you guys see. So everything is even now. Maybe bar slightly in Arjun's favor, but if he messes this up, then it's all even Stevens. Chat
Let's see what
saying,
he goes for. By the way, 1 minute each.
somebody saying in chat, it's a blitz game, man. It's cricket shots. Yeah, I'm not going to doubt that guy. It's a blitz
Yeah,
game. It's a
he's
blitz game
right,
now.
he's
He's
right.
always right.
So he's
90
going for a
seconds
move, he's
left
going for a
for
move.
Arjun, and you guys see.
I think he's going for the queen.
Tough one. Oh, he pulls his hand back.
He's going for the queen. I think he's going for the queen.
Time is almost even now.
Yes, queen C6
Queen
played.
played. Now Queen B3.
Has he? Does
only
he know?
move.
does he know there is like how to make a mistake actually? Like so far, I think all moves have been perfect from him.
But this is
That's a mistake. I mean, that's not a mistake.
but for Gukesh, he has to accept the queen trade now, right? Is he ready to accept the queen trade with queen b3?
100%. You're 3 pawns down. How? I mean, you're not playing to win this anymore, right?
No, but you might think, okay, in the end game, I might not hold this anyways. He has to give that check or he's busted. Okay, can I just move the king somewhere? Is that... Oh, he
Played.
finds it. Wow.
Wow.
What a game. What a game.
Wait, king e5, what's happening? I mean, I'm sure I'm walking into some trap, but I just want to know
King
which one.
e5.
Yeah.
Rook f5.
King d4. I'm walking into something, but I just want to know what it is.
Rook d5, I think.
King e3.
King E3.
Queen d3.
Wait, did he just play it?
No.
What did he just play?
He plays c4. C4.
C4. Okay, the safer option. But
Best
that was
move.
crazy. Yeah, king d4. How was that equal still?
That's a good
Mukesh
question.
about to take the pawn.
F1 check was
He
the move
takes
here.
it.
Queen
Oh,
C4
we have an
played.
endgame.
Let's go to the live board, please.
Yeah.
Takes.
Okay.
So guys, we have talked about that endgame with 2 knights versus a pawn, right?
Oh, that's
So,
something which
I
you know
think it's like
Sahil
a-
loves.
1 in a million, I think, possibility, but it is possible.
Okay, I have to ask the question. Practically, which side would you choose here, white or black?
I mean, even if I have, I think, no time, I will still choose black here. Because black is a pawn on d3. I mean, white cannot win this position. It's impossible,
Wow.
I think.
Yeah.
It's just playing for 2 results.
Wow.
I think you will sacrifice one of your knights for the pawn, and then I'm really thinking those 2 knights versus pawn.
But any chance that I can somehow bring the knight, let's say b2, and at some point
King
I pick up
d4.
the a7 pawn?
King d4. How will you pick up the a7 pawn? You need 3 moves for that. Rook f5, rook a5, rook a7, and in that time I can
Wow.
promote.
It's already lost. Yeah, one wrong move and Gukesh is
Wait,
lost.
he's going for the knight. Knight b2 played.
Wow.
And now king d4, I think. King d4 is very strong here.
d2 is also possible, by the way, if
But
Arjun
king
wants.
d4, I think you want to activate your king in the end game. So king d4 would make a plus. The knight and the king's position is the best because that knight cannot give a check to the king
Yeah.
anymore.
Also preempts rook f5 check as well. Let's see Arjun's move. King d4.
Oh, he
No,
plays
he
d2.
Oh, king f1 only move for the world champion now. That's the only move.
But king f1. Oh,
90
but
seconds to play that,
by the way, you cannot play knight c3 because there is rook f5 check.
and you lose a knight.
And you lose the knight.
Blunders possible for both the sides.
But king f1, there is knight g3 check. And then knight e4 check.
And that's a repetition maybe.
No, knight, the other knight I meant.
Here.
No,
Oh,
I
rook
thought
f-
you were going king g2. Okay, I thought you were going to go king f2.
King f2. I mean,
He waited. I think that's a mistake. Gukesh just played rook f5 check. That's a mistake.
that's a blunder. That's a blunder. Now Arjun is winning. He's
Yeah,
objectively
completely
winning.
Completely winning.
No way.
You know, Gukesh is, I think, Arjun is winning, but this also means no 2 knights versus pawn. I really want to see that endgame.
Maybe that's the endgame we're leading to still, Sahaj. It's still
that
possible.
That endgame is theoretically a draw, but practically it's a nightmare to defend that.
Okay, this is crazy now.
You didn't get it.
I got it, but I was just too locked into the game right now. He's playing my moves, rook a5. That's what I wanted to play. And now king
That's
c3.
not a good side.
Yeah, and king c3 is the only
Wait,
move.
this is possible now. King c3, knight d1, king c2, knight d3, and you will promote, take the knight, and you will go rook a7 and rook takes f7, and you might see 2 knights versus a pawn.
Yeah.
It's actually a possibility. It's like a 1 in a million.
Wait, what now?
Basically, what I'm claiming is that black is gonna promote the pawn. The other pawn, a7 is falling, and you're gonna go rook takes f7 straight because you don't want that pawn to promote. That leaves out 2 knights versus a pawn.
But right now we have this position, right? So king c3, knight is attacked,
Knight d1,
knight d1,
King c2,
attack it again,
knight d3,
knight d3,
king
attack it
d3,
again,
knight d1, I guess.
knight d1. Now king e2,
Oh, there is no knight c3 check.
knight
There
b2.
is no knight c3 check. That's huge.
But I don't think you
He's
want to.
winning. He just played it, king c3.
Yeah.
But look at this. You can't play d1, I think, here.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, going back to live position.
Because he has to take the knight away.
Okay, we'll see it now. We'll see it now in action. And that means Gukesh could lose this. He could lose this. He was +4, Rakesh, almost in the
Yeah.
evaluation. Tough.
Rejected 2 draw for
Wow.
repetitions.
Knight d3, king d3 again.
Yeah. King D3, of
And
course.
now knight d1, then king e2. Very strong move.
Ooh. But the point is after knight
It's
d-
lost, dead lost, no?
But after knight d1, king e2, knight b2, I don't think you're supposed to promote.
No, you are supposed to deflect the knight.
Yes.
So knight c4 or knight d3 or
Yes,
something like that.
exactly. I don't think you want to promote instantly because white would love to give the knight for the pawn.
I just
Take on
really-
a7.
I really want to see that endgame though once, but I don't think we're gonna see it today. There's knight e6, knight f4, knight d3. I think that's the plan. But this is completely lost, right? It's I see the bar
Arjun
has just
about to
taken
move his king.
King e2 is the winning move.
Gukesh
Played. He's going for the king. He's going for the king.
Played! Wow! Arjun Erigesi, what a comeback. Knight b2, and now if you queen, very important, knight takes is a draw. Rook a7, and you cannot win this as black, so you have to avoid this.
f5, f4, f3 is there though, Tico. Why? Like that will be
He
difficult.
finds the best move again in a second. Arjun is on fire right now. Knight e1, knight d3 maybe is the plan.
And look at that power strip. He sips some water. That is known as, I'm
Oh,
winning.
I think Ukesh missed this. I think this is what he missed. He's going to realize just about right now that he's lost.
Wow.
Look at him. I think he's kind of realizing it, yeah? He's grasping what's really happening in the
Yeah,
position.
this is gone. Because if you go rook takes a7, knight e1 check, king moves and knight d3. GG.
Wow, just want to show that. Rook a7, knight e1 check, king has to move. By the way, the king is already kind of in a mating net. Now, knight d3, if you move the knight, I queen, you might pick this up, but I queen
You don't
anyways.
take back the knight basically. You
Yeah.
promote. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, very important. Give
And
this, then
Gukesh
there's
can
this
just resign
check.
here. This is over.
Even that's winning actually. Oh my god, even that's winning. Going
And
back.
very important in that line, Sahil, if you go till the end, instead of knight d3, if white goes rook e7,
Yeah.
knight b2, rook e4 check, king d3,
King f3.
yeah,
also
anywhere,
nice.
and it's
Rook
a win.
d4.
But do you know the one reason why Arjun is winning this game?
Why?
The golden pawn. It's still on f7.
Oh,
You cannot make this up.
that's a chessable
entire
course
day-
waiting for you, sir.
You've been pushing the f pawn 5 squares the entire day, and suddenly.
It's the golden pawn. It's not a
Yeah, fair,
coincidence.
fair, man, fair. But okay, right now, Sahaj, I mean, now the time doesn't even matter, yeah? Gukesh knows what's happening.
King h3 played.
Knight f2 check. And now knight d3.
91 anyways, no? We don't need to change anything.
gonna be
Knight
a-
f2, knight d3 is also winning, no? No.
Knight,
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna check
is winning.
quickly. Knight f2,
It must be.
king
King d3, knight d3
g3,
is winning, yeah.
knight d3.
Takes, rook
Yes.
takes,
yes.
king f3, d1 queen is a check. So you don't even have to
Check.
look at the end.
Knight
game.
d4.
I was thinking king
GG's.
f3 instead of rook d5 check.
Ah,
And d1
it's
queen
check,
is
no?
a check.
It's a
Yeah.
check, yeah.
I thought rook d5 check you will have an okay, maybe king pawn ending I have to think about, but no.
okay. So we are, I think, moments away from Gukesh resigning. Look at him. I think he's not happy at all now. This would be his second loss at the Chennai Grand Masters. And with Pranesh holding that draw, I think he's going to be, and Hans
In
Niemann, I think
sole last place.
he'll be in sole last place because Pranesh and Hans will
Wow.
both draw. So he'll be on 1.5 out of 5.
Oh my god. He's going for the knight. Knight e1 played. Wow,
Wow.
your move on the board.
Okay, I think,
Arjun beats Terigasi.
yeah, and that means Arjun is absolutely on point here. He's going to join Firuzja on first place. 2 rounds to go. He's a very
And
genuine chance.
he's supposed to play Firuza, right?
No, that's Nodelbek, I think.
Yeah, Nodenberg in the last round.
He's playing-
No, he plays Firuza
oh,
in the
he's
last
playing
round.
Firuza. Oh.
In the last round,
He's
he plays
playing-
Firuza.
Nihal and Firuzja in the next 2 rounds. So that's an exciting lineup for him as well.
Interesting that Arjun's position started getting better and he's winning after Grandmaster
Oh, look at
Adiman
Mukesh, by the way. Look at
entered
Mukesh.
the building.
Look at Mukesh. I think he's in pain, of course. He had that draw in hand. He didn't take it and he made that bishop g7 idea. He could have just put that bishop on f4. It would be an easy win.
Yeah, and look at him. Look at Gukesh.
Oh, he's in absolute pain right now. Tough one to handle for the world champion, I think.
By the way,
He's
this
shaking his head. He shook his head just now.
Yeah.
this would put Mukesh at 270.
Wow.
I think for the first time.
2-7, I think he drew
He will be
against
1-3. He's at 1-3 right now. So I think with this loss, it will be minus
2-7-0-7, I think he would be on.
Yeah, more or less.
Rook
But is the
d5.
game over? No.
No. He's
yet.
a new score sheet.
Rook d5. So knight f2 check, knight d3. I think that's winning.
Yeah, that's the simplest one. Check, king h4, and now knight d3. You block the path. The knight has to take, and you can, I guess you can just queen, but okay, this is.
And he's also going to cross Dimitri Andreikin in the wrong direction though.
Oh, yeah, he's
So
going to
he's
go.
going to be the lowest rated player
Apart from Pranesh.
apart from Pranesh.
Okay.
Sad.
That's a tough one. That's a tough
Knight
one for
f2
handle,
check.
to handle for Gukesh. Arjun about to win.
Just like knight f2, right?
By the way, what would be Arjun's live rating, Rakesh Bhai? Can we check
He
that?
will be at
Because-
2765. Oh, he would
Yeah,
have. I think
he'll
he
cross
might.
a niche.
I don't think he crosses a niche.
No, he'll just be behind a niche.
Yeah,
So he will be
world
world
number
number
nine.
9.
Knight
Played.
f2 check.
I think it's his like resignation time. Yeah, after the next move, I think.
Couple
He
of
shook his
moves,
head
max.
again. He shook his head again.
He can't
Gukesh.
believe it. But Saif, you were talking about, he was about to win and how it changes everything in terms of his confidence. This loss will also change everything in terms of that confidence.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's the same story. He tries to play for a win, and in the past he would win those games, and now
Yeah.
it's just not working out in the way that he wanted. It's sad, but
So
something has to change for sure.
this just means Mukesh has, this event is definitely, even if he wins the next 2 games, he has no chance of winning. In fact, he'll be in sole last place. That's, that's a painful place to be in for anybody, Rakesh. And for as the
Yeah.
world champion, for him to be there, King S2 now, but just knight D3. And
But
I
then
think
knight a4 I have still. I can still keep the game going. So the other knight to d3, knight e d3. So if
Knight
you play
E,
knight
but
a4,
knight
I have
A4?
knight e4.
you can give this check, yeah? Oh,
That's why
tricky.
there's
he
knight
played?
E d3.
Yeah.
Does he play
of
knight
course.
e3?
Yeah, he's played knight E3.
Let's go. Knight a4, I think, and now knight e4. Very important to block everything.
Wow, Arjun. Look at him. He's
Oh
moving
my
something on the
God.
board. Oh, that's like a...
Rubbing it in.
Wow, Arjun Erigasi, what a win! What a comeback by the India number 1, defeating Gukesh in an, I would say, a mind-blowing comeback, moving his king all across in the middle game, d6, e6, f5, e4, he's just moving casually, yeah?
And look at Gukesh, he can't believe it. It was a +4 winning position. He rejected 2 draw repetitions and he takes the loss. And with that, he will be under 2710 in terms of live ratings.
Wow, and Gukesh is, of course, just above 2700. He's also at the bottom of the standings. So, we have one more game going on, but that's going to likely be a draw. But can we have a look at the standings once before we look at the final game? But a huge win for Arjun, who's joined Firuza. I think we don't have to update it yet. But
It's after
Firuza
round
will
four.
draw
Yeah,
most
it's after round
likely,
4.
and then Arjun would have won. That means it's now between Firuza and Arjun.
yeah. So,
And they play in the last round. That's crazy.
Incredible. But look at the bottom of the standings, Sahaj. Pranesh is likely going to draw, so he moves up to 2 points, as so does Hans. That means the world champion will be left in sole last place.
so now, chat, I think 3 games are over. We've had 2 results.